Hey, Rise Builders. So let's just talk about fighting. Fighting. How do you fight? Are you still cussing and fussing with people? Do you shut down? Do you go directly and get in people's face and wave your fingers? How are you fighting? How are you fighting? And I know some of you are saying, well, D, it depends on the day. It depends on the day. Well, I get it. But we all should be fighting in the spirit. We should be fighting in the spirit. We should not be fighting physically. Time out for that. We should not be fighting in the physical. Our battles are in the spiritual realm. It's in the spiritual realm. I'm going to read Ephesians 6:12, the NIV version, and it reads, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." So your battle really isn't against Angie. It's not against Tom. It's not against Veronica. It's not against Melvin. Your battles are in the spiritual realms. You're fighting against those spiritual darkness of spirits that are hovering, that are coming up against you through those individuals or through circumstances you may face. So it's not the actual individual, because sometimes the enemy will use people to do what? To ruffle your feathers. So how are you going to respond? Are you going to cuss them out? I mean, is that going to work? Are you going to ignore them? Are you going to get all up in their face? Are you going to no longer pick up your phone and talk to them? Are you going to not ever text them again? What's happening here? What is happening? We got to know when we are being set up. We got to know. Our antennas should be going off at all times. Our discernment should be high. It should be key. We should know when we're being flim-flammed. We should. We should know by now when we are being flim-flammed by the enemy, because what? He causes all types of confusion. That is his job. He goes to and fro, seeking who he can devour. He's just running back and forth, seeing who is going to pick up the mantle and run with his mantle. That's what he's looking for. What are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? And he is banking that you're going to cut up. He wants you to cut up. That's exactly what he wants. He wants us to cut up so he can steal our peace, our joy, our testimony. That is his aim. He does not want us to be seen as winners. He wants us to be losers. He wants us to walk away defeated. Yeah, in the middle of that conversation, as you cuss them out, you might feel good. You might like, I told her, I gave her peace of my mind. But guess what? If you are a true believer of Christ, if you are a true follower of Christ, there is no way 2, 3, 4 hours down the line, you're going to feel good about that cussing out you gave that person. I'm just being honest. You're not. And if it makes you feel better, I have been there too. I have been there. I have given some people some fierce words. And I will say this. I am one that you really have to provoke to take me there. But regardless, I still shouldn't have used those words. I can be honest. I'm not going to sit before you guys and act like I've never used the word before, because I have. I told you guys before I came into the fold, my mouth was ridiculous. It was crazy. I would say some things that was just, not pleasing. And even after I accepted Christ, it took a minute for me to be transformed in that area of how I speak. It really did. And we are all we're being worked on God is still doing some work on us. He's manifesting us. But we got to learn there are better ways to use your words as opposed to talking like a sailor. I'm going to say it like that. I'm talking to believers. I'm not talking to non-believers. But if you are a believer, you are a follower of Christ, you should have a different type of speech, a different type of talk, a different type of walk. You really should. And we should not allow the enemy to come in and allow us to just erupt like a volcano. And we don't have any discipline. We don't have any self-control. Because when we do that, he wins. He wins. And as my girlfriend loves to say, gotta take that test all over again. Gotta take that test all over again. So yeah, some battles can't be won with the fist. It can only be won in the spiritual realm. It can only be won when we get down on our knees and we start praying. We start praying about that thing. We don't start asking God to change that person. We got to ask God to change us. Lord, don't let me take offense to this person. Lord, don't let me get all upset when this person come at me. God, change me. Change my walk. Change my talk. Change how I respond. Change me, God. Let there be a change in me. I trust and I believe in you, God. So I know this battle belongs to you. I'm going to give my boss to you. I'm going to give my husband to you. I'm going to give my wife to you. I'm going to give my kids to you. I'm going to give these circumstances of events. I'm going to turn them all over to you. And in the midst of doing that, God, I surrender. Change me. Change me. Change D. Change D. I can't control nobody else. I can't control how people treat me, how people may shun me, how people may respond to me. It's nothing I can do about that, but change me, how I respond to those individuals. Still allow me to show kindness, to show respect, to be quiet. Show me how to keep my mouth shut when I need to, Lord. Help me with my talk. Help me with my walk. And that's just something that we need to all be operating in, because victory is not found in the strength of your hands, but in the surrender of your heart. We've already talked about the heart. We had to have heart surgery last week, spiritual heart surgery. Remember, we talked about that. So it's just really a continuation of changing of the heart, changing how we respond to people, and just understanding that we are not fighting in the physical. We are taking our stand in the spiritual. We are operating in the spiritual. We are removing our flesh. We are coming more and more and more Christ-like. We're not perfect, because someone may catch you on the wrong day. Let's just be honest. They may catch you on the wrong day, and you may look at them like, who are you talking to? Who's she talking to? Let's just be real. Let's be real. This is not to make it appear that because we're saved, we live in this heavenly places. No, we're still here on the earth. But this is to show that God can change us. He can allow us to learn how to walk away. We can learn how to turn the other cheek, because victory belongs to God. And if we're connected to God, that means victory belongs to us. And I keep saying this, we are not leaving anything on the table. We are getting all the blessings that God has for us. Blessings, plural. God has many blessings that he has available for us. But y'all, we got to grow. We got to mature in order to receive those blessings. Okay? So I hope that something I said resonated with you, and you continue to have a peaceful, productive, joyful day. Continue to grow and glow in the Lord.